I've been listening to some of you guys that I've been talking to, and kind of resonates with me. Corporate life, got a bit sick and tired of the corporate struggle and want to do something different. Some of you are sort of semi-retired or whatever, and I did the same thing. Got sick and tired of it. And I pigeonholed. I've run companies for 25, 30 years as the exec, and you kind of get pigeonholed with your experience. It's kind of hard to get exec roles. And I saw franchising on one of the online exec portals. And I thought franchising was like, I had a guy that did this mobile phone charging in pubs franchise. And I thought, you've got to be crazy. He said, no, everyone needs to charge their phone in the pub. And I thought, no, that's absolutely ridiculous. So I had a really bad view of franchising when I started looking. I saw Business Doctors and a couple of others, and I started doing some due diligence and looking into it. And I learned that about probably 95% of people don't actually do it. There's a small percentage that take that plunge. But the more I dove into it, the more I looked at it, the closer I got to it. I met the guys and I liked what I saw. But I'm a corporate guy, suit and tie. My LinkedIn profile was very corporate. And I saw another franchise where they all wore ties. It looked brilliant. They weren't British Franchise Association members. It didn't matter. They looked smart, right? And they were consultants. And I went ahead and bought the franchise. It was 20 grand up front, another 20 grand to pay. I spent 3 months there. It was an empty box. I went down and saw them. I did a little bit of due diligence, but I was so blinded by all this lovely stuff they do. They were smart guys. I should have looked at the cars in the car park the other guys were driving. They weren't very corporate. You know, these were guys that were struggling, and it didn't work. Why didn't it work? These guys were looking for NED jobs, and the way they were looking for NED jobs is you get into a business, you hold monthly meetings, you eat the cheese and cucumber sandwiches, and you give them words of wisdom when you walk away. That's not what I wanted to do. I mean, you know, I've heard from Matt about making a difference, and Rod, making a difference, do something. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to give something back. 20 odd years in corporate, I wanted to give something back. Luckily, this guy kept in touch with me, kept sending me newsletters about Business Doctors. And what I saw was all the different things that they were doing, all the changes that were occurring in Business Doctors. I called him up. I said, I've made a left turn. You know, can I come and have a chat? He said, sure. When do you want to chat? I said, tomorrow. I said, okay, fine. I went down to St Helens, met them again, had a chat. It was exactly the same story, the same guys as previously. I went on board, made a decision, bought the franchise. So, I was the guy that wasn't from Middlesbrough, where I'm at. I married a girl from Middlesbrough. I'm from London. I travelled international all my life. I didn't know anybody. And here I am with this franchise, and I've got to get out there in the marketplace. The first realisation is nobody was sitting there waiting for me, MBA distinction, 25 years running businesses. They weren't lined up waiting for me. They don't care, is the bottom line. They're worried about cash flows, staff, all these issues, not worried about me turning up. Ooh, look at me. I had to go create that. So the system that we have and the way that we do it is through network development. So what's network development? SME owners don't come very rarely to networking events, but the people that deal with SME owners do come to networking events. So the idea is then, let's build some trust with the people that can refer us to business owners. Let's work hard at doing that. Let's stay true to the why we do it and the fact we're going to give some stuff back. So it's really about professional service providers, meeting the banks, the accountants, the law firms, and building that trust with them where they're going to actually open us up to some of their clients. Networking and events. I was doing 8 networking events a week. I met myself coming and going. It would start at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, until 7 at night. Funding partners, European Development Fund, all the local enterprise partnerships. The government has lots of money that's available for SMEs. Find out where the money comes into your area and find out who distributes it and how they do it, and then get on board with some of those funding partners. And that leads then to doing workshops with these guys, which leads to people attending those workshops. And if you do those workshops correctly, if you give out value for free, people will want to talk to you because they see you as the expert in your area. So I worked hard doing that. You'll know these brands. You'll know these companies. This is my guys, my network, my referral partners in the Northeast. These are the guys that I do business with that refer SMEs to me. These are major brands. So NEL fund managers manage 2 funds for the government that they distribute to SME owners that qualify for those funds. So we work with them holding seminars to attract SMEs to actually participate in those funds. TEDCO is a startup support provider. I don't do startups, but TEDCO, after 2 years in, become irrelevant because the business becomes sustainable. For them to continue to be relevant, they want to work with us that will take a business that's been 2 years in and give it a boost for growth. So we work together. There's a whole bunch there. The Entrepreneurs Forum is a fantastic organisation with real solid businesses that are part of that membership. And the list goes on and on. RTC North is the scale-up provider. I don't know if you've heard of the government scale-up program. They've got 150 companies that have joined that program in the Northeast, and their target is 650. They can't manage that. They want a business doctor to go in and help those companies once they do the initial assessment to help them build a 3 to 5 year plan for growth. And we do that all the time very, very well. So the other thing that's vitally important that I enjoy about what we do is not selling. We don't go out there and sell stuff. And I meet a lot of new guys that join the business, and one of the biggest fears is I don't know how to sell. Well, I say to them, do you know how to listen? Well, yes. So what we do is listen to business owners. And the whole point is to sit down with them and hear their story and learn the issues that they face. And if we understand the issues that they face, it's then just a question of saying how we can help them. Until we know what the issues are, we can't help them. So we don't sell, we listen, we build relationships, we build trust. And it works. I just wish I'd done it 5 years earlier. So I planned a year. I was earning income in month 3.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's never a straight road. I mean, you've got to work your socks off. It's your business, so you've got to work hard. I was earning on month 3. I was building it. I took my eye off of marketing and selling because I thought I'd conquered it. That's great, brilliant. Lost a couple of accounts, took a dip, had to go back into get out in the marketplace. So the key learning for me, 20% of your time needs to be continue to be building those relationships in the pipeline. Ultimately, they're buying you, but they're buying you, but we've got extensive training that we go through. And one of the challenges we have is we hire people with business experience, and the biggest challenge we have is parking that ego of 30 odd years running companies to be humble and to listen to business owners. So a lot of things that we teach is really about that. It's about park that for a moment, learn how to network, how to listen to people, how to actively listen, and learn some of the processes that we do. I joined Business Doctors because the strategic process that we engage with is the same that I've used in corporate life.